Danny Ocean doesn't do interviews. No panel, no behavioral questions, no culture fit assessment. He walks into a room and asks one thing. Every hiring decision you'll ever make is a version of that question. You just dress it up in process. This is Movisvami Weekly.
(1962). NASA needed a mathematician who could calculate orbital trajectories by hand. They had one. Her name was Katherine Johnson. But the system couldn't see her because the system was looking at credentials, not capability. 4 words. That's all it took to bypass every institutional barrier between talent and mission. Al Harrison didn't audit resumes. He watched who solved the problem no one else could solve, and he removed every obstacle between that person and the work.
Harvey Specter runs the same play in a Manhattan law firm. The credential market says hire from Harvard. The credential market is efficient. Everyone is buying the same signal. Harvey buys the anomaly. Mike Ross has no degree, no bar admission. What he has is a mind that processes legal precedent faster than anyone in the room. Harvey sees what the market misprices. That's not recklessness, that's arbitrage.
Chris Gardner walks into a Dean Witter interview wearing paint-stained clothes. He's been in jail the night before. He has no degree, no connections, and no fallback. What he has is something most candidates with perfect resumes do not. He offers the machinery of learning, not the inventory of knowledge. In any role where the map doesn't exist yet, that machinery is worth more than every credential combined.
Now you have the talent. The harder question, can they work together? Coach Herman Boone inherits a roster selected on merit but fractured by race, ego, and history. His solution is not patience. Boone doesn't wait for chemistry, he engineers it. Forced proximity, shared suffering, structured vulnerability. He understands that trust isn't built in offsites, it's built under pressure, when opting out isn't available.
Miranda Priestly's filter is even more brutal. She doesn't test for collaboration, she tests for survival. Andy Sachs has no fashion literacy, no industry network, and no idea what she's walking into. Miranda hires her anyway, and waits. Nigel names the test. When everything around you collapses and you're still delivering, that's the signal. Miranda isn't hiring for competence, she's hiring for elasticity, the capacity to grow faster than the role expands.
And then there's the failure mode. Michael Scott hires for one thing only. No capability filter, no pressure test, no skill arbitrage, just vibes. The result is a branch that survives on market entropy, not excellence. Chemistry without competence is a warm room with no foundation. Eventually, the floor gives way.
Seven movies, 7 hiring philosophies, 1 through line. Harrison and Specter say, ignore the credential, buy the capability the market undervalues. Gardner says, hire the machine, not the inventory. Boone says, once you have them, force the integration, don't wait for it. Priestly says, test for elasticity, comfort is a lagging indicator. Scott says, skip all of that and you'll get exactly what you deserve. Every hire is a bet against uncertainty. You are never buying the person sitting across the table. You are buying their future state, under conditions you cannot yet specify.
Movisvami Weekly. New episode every week.